Okay, my friends. So thank you for waiting around while I got this set up. And let me get my channel points nonsense turned back on, so we can have some fun with that. Okay, hello, Derek Ocean. Welcome to the stream. You're just in time for more. You're just in time for Ninja Gaiden. Officially, my new PB would be about 2250 after all the corrections calculated in. All right, I'm pretty happy with that. How far is that from cracking the leaderboard, Mazin? Yeah, an interesting day. Derek was with my mom and sis. We got a flat tire. Oh my goodness! I hope you were equipped with a spare, or at least somewhere near civilization when it happened. How did Ghostbusters go? I didn't finish the stream. I got defeated by Ghostbusters. Both versions of Ghostbusters defeated me yesterday. I think I got pretty far. I made it to the castle. I finally learned how to capture a ghost. And I defeated 3 bosses in the castle, so I think I was 2 bosses away from beating the game. So I'll have to do it again sometime. It's about 150 away from last place on the leaderboard, so basically that one death in your run. Oh man, that's getting my hopes up now, Mazin. Now I'm getting excited. I'm getting hopeful. Your mom's boyfriend had to come and help. You had a spare, but you needed the help. Right on. Well, I'm glad you got it. The castle level is tough. It is. It's pretty tough. So I don't know when I'm gonna play Ghostbusters again, but it'll happen sometime. Probably sooner rather than later. Especially the Genesis one, the NES one. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna come back to that one soon. But the Genesis one is fun, so I might do that one again soon. Oh, I guess I should edit my stream info too, real quick. We'll just leave it in the retro category, but I better turn off practice so no one thinks I'm doing a challenge run or a speed run. There we go. The Genesis one was pretty cool. I liked it. I had a lot of fun with it. The NES one would be cool to me if I were the one to make it, just because I would be happy to have made something, but that was something that was sold at stores. It wasn't terrible, but kind of low quality for the NES. It's not really terrible at all, at least until the end. The The end is where it all falls apart and becomes completely not fun. Okay, thank you for the magic bean, Derek. Let's see what happens. I did have one bean at the start of the stream, and it was good. It was a coconut bean. Oh, no. It was this bean. Oh, I dropped it. The same one. This is coconut or spoiled milk. Super buff. Alright, and we'll do super buff too, Zen-chan. With the staircase. Yeah, the staircase is where the NES Ghostbusters all falls apart. That staircase is ridiculous. Alright, bean first. Oh. It's the... You know what it is. Oh. Oh, it got worse. Usually they're bad and then they, like, it drifts away pretty quickly, but this one was bad and then got worse for a moment. Oh. I didn't like the white houses because they match the color of the ghost. Can you smell the difference between the beans? I don't know. Probably not, since they're all mixed together. I think they've all kind of borrowed each other's smells. What was this, miss? I missed this one. I always told you could do it. My example run in that private video I sent you is basically my estimation of what you could currently achieve with only your knowledge and skill, and that estimation was close to 1930, which is 5th place. Nice. I would be more than satisfied with 5th place if I could make it that high on the leaderboard. Okay, and I owe Zen-chan some reps. I already did overhead press tonight. I'm going to do some curls this time. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, what was that? 9? Where's the number 10? What am I doing? I'm quitting at 9? 10. Thanks for the runs and for waiting for you to arrive in the beginning. No problem, Mazen. Thank you for being here and for giving me so much valuable advice. And for not being too frustrated when I fail to listen to you. Sometimes you need to rest before the 10th. What it is. So I finally started hitting the gym again earlier this week. I went on Monday and I went yesterday, and I was doing reps. I was doing 9 reps in a set. And so I was just in I guess I'm in 9 rep mode. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and hit the start button now, and let's jump into this game. I've been chinwagging for quite a while. So I'm not an expert at this game. I'm still learning it. So you might see me get stuck in a lot of places and make a lot of mistakes. That's just going to be part of the ride that we're on. I think I made it to the second phase of the last boss the other day when I played it. I know from the reputation of this game that the last boss has several phases, and only one of the bosses I fought last night had more than one phase, so I'm pretty sure I was on the last boss. But it gets really, really tough at that point. Whoa, cows, hello! Hey. Hey, thank you for the resub, cows. Thank you for the 4 months. Wow. It's been 4 months. Thank you so much for your continued support, my friend. See, this boss is a loser. I didn't even fight him very well, and we got him. Nice. I hope he hit your goals. Thank you, Zenchon. Yeah. Me too. Trying to build some strength. I want to get stronger. I guess I gotta sleep now since I've not been sleeping too much to make it a 6 a.m. stream as usual. The time is very ugly for me. Yeah, sorry about that, Mazin. That's the trouble when we live in different parts of the world. But I appreciate you making the effort, and sleep well, and I hope to catch you again. I'll probably be doing more speedruns next week on Wednesday, but I'll let you know. So I'm going to let the story segments play out because I figure people want to see them. I haven't been reading the text out loud because it scrolls a little fast for me. You can do it, I believe. Thank you. Sorry I'm so late. Did I miss any awesome speedrun moments? Oh, cows, I got a new I got a new PB. The time down there under my face cam. That's my new PB for Castlevania Adventure, 22:37. See everyone have fun with games with less lag now. We'll do our best, Mazin. We'll do our best to have fun without lag. Squirrel, hello. Buenos nachos, because nachos rule. Rad, congrats. Thank you, cows. My sister found her Monopoly Animal Crossing at Walmart when the flat tire went down. All right. I didn't even know there was an Animal Crossing Monopoly. It doesn't surprise me because there's like everything Monopoly. They can dress up Monopoly in any disguise they want, though, and Monopoly is still not going to be a fun game to me. I have a couple weird versions of Monopoly just because they're like collector's things or whatever. But if I never play a game of Monopoly again, it'll be too soon. Hey there, Gamera. Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm back at a Ninja Gaiden again. Hopefully my power doesn't go out again this time. There were threats of it at the start of the stream because there was a really bad storm in my part of the world. And it got a little shaky there. My lights flickered a bit. But I think it's mostly past now. Of course, I could always blow a fuse again. Monopoly when the walls fail. The Animal Crossing one just came out. Your father ruined Monopoly for you forever. You love Monopoly, Derek. Oh man. Well, I'm glad for you then, because you can actually get use out of all the like fun versions of Monopoly they come out with. But me, oh man. No, I don't like it that much. I played Monopoly on stream one night though. The Super Nintendo version. That was a pretty dull time. You were both super competitive. It was like the Seinfeld episode with Kramer and Newman playing Risk. You've got some big storms looming. Oh man. Big storms are a lot of fun, but there were threats of tornadoes tonight, and I would prefer not to live through a tornado. I've already lived through a hurricane. That was bad enough. You like the SNES version? That's the one that I played. That's the one that I played. And I'm being a little exaggeratedly harsh on it because I did have fun with it, but it's so stark. Like there's not a lot of background music in it. It feels like it feels very, very yeah, stark. That's the only word I can think of for it. It's gonna rain on you too. We're all getting storms. Storms are fun, tornadoes are no fun. I agree. I only like Monopoly when I get to play with ridiculous house rules. That's true. They can make house rules can make any game more interesting, right? The problem though is most of the house rules that people add to Monopoly make the game stretch on for even longer. Like Monopoly's already a really long game. And a lot of the house rules that people add to it just make it last 4 times longer. Board games had a big renaissance since Monopoly. Have you tried any of the newer ones? It's been a while since I've played a board game. When I lived in Texas, I had some friends who were really big into board games, and I would get together with them about once every other week or so, and we'd play some. But we kind of like different kinds of games. Like they liked like complicated strategy games, and like if I'm playing a board game, like I'm basically playing like Cranium or something like that. Like something that's more creative and casual. Let's see. Your wife tried to play Monopoly with you once. That was the last time you ever played it. Gotta head to bed. Have a great stream. Good night, everyone. Thank you, Zinshan. Thanks again for the raid. I really appreciate you stopping by. And thank you for all the encouragement. And I hope to catch you again. Sleep well, my friend. This boss shouldn't be a problem. I'm just not being very clever about how I fight him. But see, he's really easy too. Bear Night board game? I don't know what that... I don't know that I understand the bear part. I played Risk. That's a long game. Yeah, I've never played Risk. I don't understand how the game works. I love Risk, but no one ever wanted to play with me. I used to play it by myself because I was a giant loser. Oh no. Risk makes a good app. Anytime. See you around. Good night. When I was in like 3rd grade, our teacher had a maybe it was 2nd grade. I was really young. My teacher had a copy of Risk in our classroom, and I remember playing it with some of my classmates, but we weren't really playing Risk because we didn't know how to play the game. So we were just playing with the pieces of Risk and just making up our own game on top of the board. You've never beaten this game and it really bothers you. I've never beaten it either. This is only my 2nd time ever playing it, though, so... that might not be unusual. I figure you lived in bear country. Well, I live in Wisconsin now, and yeah, we get bears around here sometimes. When I had the game nights, though, that was when I lived in Houston. That was down in Texas. Kind of like that game Mousetrap. Hello, Absinthe. Welcome to the stream. Mousetrap I had as a kid, but no one ever played it with me. I would play it by... Here you go. Here's my giant loser board game is Mousetrap, because I'd play that by myself. And I would basically ignore the rules and just build the trap and play with it. I'm the least competitive person, so I love co-op board games or things that are entirely up to chance, like Chutes and Ladders. This and Battletoads are my favorite games that I've never beaten. I've never played Battletoads either. That's on my to-do list. Maybe I'll do Battletoads after I finish this game. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do all the hardest games like immediately back to back, but I think it'd be a lot of fun. I guess there'll always be more hard games to try, though. Gotta get that guy to despawn. Kind of. His spawn point seems to be kind of off the stage, though. I think that's so you can't cheese him. I love the fire move when there's guys above me, but that's the only time it's any good. Okay, let's see. I like Arkham and Eldritch Horror, but really only play the latter. I'm not familiar with those. I did that too, just built the Mousetrap and played the traps. Battletoads is awesome, but it's ridiculously difficult. That's what I understand about it. It's another one. I'm familiar with the the reputation of its difficulty. And that's what intrigues me about it, I think. Because I do like some really challenging games. It's literally impossible to beat with 2 players due to a glitch, but no 2-player game gets that far anyway. You do, there's like friendly fire in Battletoads, right? I imagine that makes it incredibly frustrating to play with another person. Oops. I've been too careless with my health. Okay, there's a bird over here, right? Yep. Oh, this is... Okay, yeah, I remember this boss. Okay, we got it. One more hit. No problem. Magic beans. Oh, no. All right. Thank you, Master Tuesday. We'll do some more magic beans. And welcome to this... And welcome to the stream. Battletoads is a game full of blind jumps. Oh, no. Every 2-player game just devolves into beating each other up. How it goes pretty good. I got a new PB in my Castlevania Adventure speed run. That's my time under my face cam. I left it up. All right, it's chocolate or dog food time. This is my 3rd bean of the night. So far, I've gotten coconut and spoiled milk. So this will answer what kind of streak are we on? Are we on a good luck streak or a bad luck streak? Oh, someone asked if I could smell the beans. I'm going to find out. My guess would be that, based on the smell, that this is a good bean. And it is, so maybe you can tell. Maybe you can tell from the smell. It didn't smell like chocolate. But smells can be deceiving. Yes, this is true. That's why I said maybe. I figure if I smell it, and it smells like a good bean and is a good bean, that doesn't really prove conclusively. Because maybe the bad beans smell good too. They definitely don't. The bad beans definitely don't smell good after you bite into them, though. Because there's been 1 or 2 times where I've bitten into a bad bean and then I smell my own breath while I'm chewing it, and it's extra disgusting. I like how the hot tamale candles have a flowery scent to them. I don't think I'm familiar with those. Candies. Like how the hot tamale candies have a flowery scent to them. I don't know if I've had a hot tamale candy. Yes. That was just the font. The font on my chat window is so small, it's hard for me to tell I's and L's apart sometimes. I don't know if I've had the hot tamale candy since I was a child. It's been a very long time. I would have thought all the beans smelled like the Frownie bean jar by now. That's actually what I expected. That's what I said in response earlier when someone asked about if I could tell from the smell. I said I expect they probably all smell the same from hanging out in that nasty jar together. But maybe not. Hot tamales are like a movie theater cinnamon jelly bean candy. Yeah, I know I've had them before, but it's been so long. There was like a teeny tiny little like thrift grocery store that I would walk to when I was a child, and they had candies there for sale. Like they had hot tamales and they had candy cigarettes. I remember buying a lot. That was one of my favorite candies when I was a kid. Candy cigarettes, aren't they just rebranded Necco wafers? Yeah, they're very similar, actually. I think the candy cigarettes were a little bit more powdery than a Necco wafer, and they didn't have... I don't remember them having multiple flavors. They all just tasted like plain sugar. I'm sure they still make them and just call them something else, though. I don't know what that power is. Oh. I remember this cheetah doing this dance last night. I had a good laugh about it before. No, don't knock me down the pit. I only ever found one health refill item in the whole game, so I don't know if there are others, or if there really is just one health item. I got lucky there. I jumped past that bat wrong. I should have been punished for it like I was the first time, but I got lucky the second time. So is this better than Ghostbusters? This is miles better than Ghostbusters. This is better than Ghostbusters, but also I suffer more in this game. You're gonna see. If you haven't seen this game before, if you're not familiar with it, you're gonna see why I'm gonna suffer a lot. I think that was a health refill. So what were those balls at the boss's waist really supposed to be? I don't know. I didn't see your comment until after I'd already defeated the boss, and so I just thought it was better to just leave it alone. I would have shared a theory if I had had the opportunity to look and see, but the boss was already dead by the time I read that. Jeez, ET on the 2600 is better than Ghostbusters. That was the opinion of a few people in the chat, I believe. I don't remember who, but I think someone said that the other night too. I don't know if I agree with that or not. It's hard to tell. They're both so RNG dependent that they're both a bad time. A cycle in Ghostbusters takes a lot longer to complete, though, than one in ET. So, at least ET is, like, really terrible, but at least it's really short. There, Jason. Oh. Okay, alright. Oh, boss time again. Nice. And I got a lot of magic. It doesn't work on them, though, does it? Oh, yeah, it does. Maybe? I don't really know. There we go. Easy boss. All the bosses are easy. Easy every time. Power might go out. This storm is no joke. I had the same fear. Don't you just love games that are pure chance? I mean, yeah, I guess. So the problem with Ghostbusters is fine. It's dull, but it's playable. Up until you get to the staircase, and then at the staircase, you're just at the mercy of wherever the ghosts decide to randomly fly. And, like, you've got a little bit, there's a little bit of skill, but it's mostly just luck. So I'll defend ET. Yes, it's terrible, but it can be beaten, and it doesn't take long if you have a good RNG. This is true. You could try going for the Marble Madness record. Oh man, Marble Madness? Marble Madness is a game that, like, I wanted to love. I didn't own it as a kid, but one of my friends did, and I would play it almost every time I went over to his house. We would play at least a round or two of Marble Madness, but we never got good at it. It was so frustrating. What was the respawn rate on that guy all about? That was unacceptable. I got it for $1 on Genesis, and it was still super frustrating. I don't like puzzle games either. I like puzzle games generally. I think, like, I like Tetris, Dr. Mario. I love Captain Toad. That's a puzzle game, right? I don't like the isometric perspective in Marble Madness. I struggle with it too much. I don't think I'm very good at isometric games in general. Okay, oh man, there's a lot of, like, really tough stuff around here. You like Tetris as well. I've been tempted. I've been tempted to play a Tetris night on stream because I've got like 5 versions of Tetris on Game Boy. I mean, most of them aren't really Tetris, but they just have Tetris in the title. And I thought that'd be great. I could just play 5 Tetris games one night. Just do each for an hour. It'd be an incredibly dull time. My health situation is no good. And I'm about to game over, so I'm going to get to do all of World 5 again. Okay, this part right here, oh man. This jump is something else. I don't think I'm going to do it. Oh, I did it! Don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. It hit me. Marble Madness had some wonky controls. I think it was better in the arcade with the trackball. Oh, yeah. I mean, I never played it in the arcade with a trackball, but it had to be better. It's kind of the same thing that I was having with Q*bert. Because Q*bert's isometric. I had to, like, tilt the joystick at a weird angle, and then I could play it fine. Like, that's some of the trouble with Marble Madness, is You're controlling everything at an angle with a D-pad that isn't. I'm sure the trackball is also primitive and only had 8 directions, probably. You know, if I had a NES controller that had an X instead of a D-pad, I think Marble Madness would be excellent. Nice, health refill. Doesn't matter if I fall down this pit, though. Like that. The rain has begun, so it starts. Why did I get the health before I fought the guy? That wasn't smart. Do you remember it had some type of speed tracking? Our family PC, when I was growing up, for the most part, we had a trackball mouse instead of a regular mouse, so I tend to prefer those. I don't use one now because I don't use a mouse at all. Since I use a laptop, I just have a trackpad. Getting this drop is so difficult because you like build up momentum in your fall, I guess. I don't know. Just timing how to fall against the wall correctly is really, really tricky. That might do it. Yes. Okay, good. We're moving along again. Nothing to fear but the entire game itself. Oh. Let's see. Time for sleep. See ya. Hey, thanks for being here, Gamera. Great to see you. And sleep well, my friend. I prefer trackballs too. I used to really like a specific Microsoft one, but they stopped selling it and it's super expensive now. So I have an Elecom one. I think the one that I used was a Logitech trackball. That is the same layout, but it's not quite as nice. That sounds like a quote. Oh, nothing to fear but the game itself. Oh no, I remember this part now. Oh, this part's bad. This part's bad. Oh, that power made it a little nicer. Oh, and this part. I wonder if you can clip through walls in this game. I remember being able to do it in the second one. If you can, I haven't discovered the means of doing it. Yuck. Yuck, I forgot about the bat. It's okay, we're not going that far back. All things considered, I've made it through this game really, really fast, I think. I feel like we're really zooming along. That cheetah right after the bat. I remember it doing by accident, but it happened a lot. There we go. That was smarter. Just don't even try to fight the enemy. Just jump over it. Why would you want to fight the enemy? Oh, yuck. This part, huh? It's storming here now. I'm ready for a drought. We've had a lot of like little storms around where I live for the past like couple weeks. They don't tend to last very long. Storm really hard for like 2 or 3 hours. I don't actually want a drought. It's just that I work in a warehouse, and wherever it rains, it gets really humid in there. Oh. Yes, that sounds like not a super fun time, being in the humidity. I had a warehouse job once upon a time. I loved it. It was one of my first jobs. I've had a lot of different jobs. But the warehouse was a good time. It wasn't really a warehouse, it was a cafeteria stockroom, but I assume most of the principles are the same. moving boxes, making purchases, recording inventory. Now this boss is really tough. I didn't really figure out a great way to deal with him. Other than just kind of wail on him and hope for the best. Maybe not a great strategy. Button mashing, yeah. I don't really know how to dodge his attack, his lightning attack. Oh, look at that. See, I was so close. I was one strike away. If I'd been one strike quicker, my button mashing would have paid off. Yuck! Yuck, I got knocked off the side on the far end. Oh, I'm not a fan of that. I'm just playing sloppy. I ran through the first four worlds of this game so quickly that it's like validated all of my bad habits. And now I'm paying for them. Kind of game that just makes me want to grimace and shake the controller. The real shame about this game is that the two things that make it the most hard are not intentional parts of its design. I'd say one is the enemy respawn times. They're absolutely ludicrous. And they make it really tough. And two is perhaps unique to me, but my ability to accidentally cling to walls that I don't mean to. Makes the game way harder than it should be. I wish there were a dedicated cling button that you had to hold in order to cling, so I wouldn't do it by accident so much. But oh well. Got him. Victory Cling. So, World 6. World 6 is, I believe, the last world of the game. I'm like 99% sure. I'm gonna be shocked and amazed if it's not. Did you get this far yesterday? I did. I got a little further than this. I'll let you know when I get as far as I was yesterday. Because I'm absolutely confident I can get back there. Got kind of lucky there. That was a little messy, that situation. It might be hard for me to recognize the place since it was falling apart. Okay, hang on. I didn't do this part right. Okay, there's a bird up here. There we go. Wait, bird despawned. I'll take it. I'm gonna have a lot to say about this in a moment. So I hope you're following closely with what's going on. Hello, Cake. Welcome to the stream. You like the beanie? Thank you. Oh no, I didn't go. Oh, I forgot. You gotta go real fast there because of that bird. I was swimming tonight. It's weird that you are in some cold weather clothes at the end of July. Well, I streamed down in the basement, and it's kind of chilly in here. And especially since I took my hair off. It gets pretty cold. It actually is kind of refreshing though to take my beanie off every once in a while, because it gets a little hot. So I'm never at just the right temperature. This is all going quite poorly now. Just make it to the door. Okay, here we are. So this boss. Last night I made it to this boss and I beat the first phase of this boss. That's as far as I made it. And I don't really have a good strategy for this boss either. I think I just kind of got lucky to get through the first phase. Agreeing to beating in July is kind of wild. It's like 75 out in your neck of the woods. I mean, it's it's summer. It's pretty warm during the day. I'm not gonna go out at midday, out in the sun and the heat, wearing a beanie. But down here in the basement where it's cool, the beanie's helpful. Got enough time to put it back on? It's all weird and lopsided. That felt very weird. So my strategy for this boss has mostly been just try and wail on it and hope you outlive it. Not a very good strategy. I'm stuck in kind of a loop here. I was kind of enjoying that actually. One more hit. Got it. So phase 2 of the boss. This is as far as I've made it last night. I kept dying to phase 2 of the boss. Even when I lived in PNW, I don't think I would ever have worn cold weather clothes until the rain started back up. What is PNW? I'm not clever enough to figure out the abbreviation. Oh, the Pacific Northwest. Wearing cold weather clothes makes me hopeful that the winter is coming. Tell myself if I dress for the winter, maybe I can summon it early. So I haven't developed a strategy for dealing with this boss. It's like, just stay low, avoid the fire, and go up and slash sometimes, but... it's not easy to know when it's safe. See, I'm just a mess. So until I get the feel of this part down, we're gonna be here a long time. Except we won't be there a long time. Here's where we'll be a long time. Get ready. Here's where all my tears start to flow. Watch what happens when I continue. World 6, Level 1. It takes you 4 levels back to the beginning of the world when you die at the boss. This is the only part of the game that does this. In every other part of the game, when you die, you restart in the room you were in. If you game over, you restart on the level you were on. But if you make it to the boss, you get sent back to the beginning of the world. Stepping into the boss chambers erases your checkpoints. I don't think I will ever not be angry about this. I'm going to feel angry for the rest of my life because of this game. I'm always going to be carrying the little piece of anger with me. Seems reasonable. You're a monster, Absinthe. This is just too far to be sent back. Now, see, look here. I got game over on 6-2. We start back at 6-2. The way it should be. I would understand if it sent me back to 6-3 on a game over, because 6-4 is just the boss. So it would make sense for it to put you back at an actual level, but... I've been informed that the predominant theory is that this was the result of a bug or a glitch that the developers just didn't know how or didn't have time to fix, but that doesn't mean that I forgive it, because they still chose to sell the game knowing that it would behave like this. That doesn't exonerate them. I guess you really just have to decide when you walk into the boss, or you just... Oh, hang on. I guess you really just have to be dedicated when you walk into the boss room. I mean, you only get one shot, is the thing. It's not if you game over at the boss, you get sent back. It's even if you have extra lives, you still get sent back to the beginning of the world on your first death at the boss. Your extra lives mean nothing. That should be an easy bug to fix. I think they did it on purpose. I don't know. I don't know. Either way, they're still guilty, so... It doesn't matter. I still suffer. I still suffer either way. Hey, thank you for the follow. Person whose name I have no hope of ever pronouncing. I appreciate the follow. Your screen name looks like a software activation key. Or the playtester didn't get far enough to report the bug. But usually the programmers were the playtesters. I'll probably throw this life away on purpose at the end of the room here because I don't think I'm gonna make it with a lot of health. Yeah, why not? Here's the only good thing. The only good thing, I don't have to fight phase 1 of the boss again. It remembers which phase of the boss you are on. Maybe they were so good they just never died on the boss fights. I don't know, it's hard to accept that someone could be so skilled and so evil. He looks like spilled Fruity Pebbles. Those programmers for NES games were pretty good, you say? So sloppy. It's so much fun when you do it right and you just rush through a whole bunch of enemies. But when you do it wrong, it gets messy real fast. I'm out of here. Good night. Hey, thanks for being here, Derek. Enjoy the rest of your night and sleep well, my friend. Oh. Oh, health is looking really bad. This guy's ruining my life. So that's how, like, I don't know, 6 hours of my Monday stream went. It was just this again and again, grinding through all of World 6 for a pitiful failed attempt at Phase 2 of the boss. That went about as well as the one you just saw. Each time. Oh, this is what we're in for the rest of the stream, my friends. So I usually stream till about 4 a.m., which is about an hour now for me. About an hour from now. So I plan to keep grinding this out and doing my best for the next hour. But if we haven't made any progress by then that's probably where we will wrap the stream. If we make it to another phase of the boss, I might stay up and roll into some overtime. But we're just going to have to see how it goes. Shaking pom-poms for me. Thank you, Chaos. I mean, maybe we'll get it. It doesn't seem likely, but I wouldn't say it's impossible. I'm having a bad time in this room right now. This room actually became one of the easier parts of this game for me. There we go. The bird. Yeah, when you do it like that, it's not a bad room at all. I don't really intend for this life to make it all the way to the boss since it's the last life. And I'd like to make it into the boss with more health, but I'm not gonna immediately throw it away because I could use the practice anyway, since we'll be here a lot more. Oh, I was too slow, and now I gotta deal with this guy? This is a nightmare. You gotta go really fast through there to despawn that boomerang guy. Or it's really, really tough. Nice. No, I've got the wrong power up. I don't know what to do now. I gotta fight him without my secondary power. I thought I had the fire. I usually have that when I come in here. Oh, I made it to the boss with all my health, and I've immediately thrown basically all of it away. We are doomed. And here we are again. Way back here. It's so devastating. It's so brutal. I don't know if I've ever regretted playing on original hardware more than when I play this game. A save state would feel really nice. Would feel really nice about now. feel like I got kind of lucky there. It seemed like my timing was off, at least from what it usually is. Oh, so much for that. I don't usually get that anyway, so no big deal. Right? I don't want to go in there with 3 health, that's for sure. I might not have a choice on this next pass through, but... I'm not gonna make it. Well, that's a little bit more. A little bit more than 3 health. See, if I come here with some fire, I can get a few hits on this boss just from throwing this fire at him. But now I'm out. I still have a piece of health left. Why am I dead? 3 health is not enough for evil boss. No, not at all. Robbed. Oh man, wouldn't that be nice if the game glitched in my favor and I had 1 piece of health that never went away, making me immortal? Would it be a cheap win? Yes. Would I take it? Yes. But I wouldn't be satisfied with it, and I wouldn't be able to sleep well at night. So it's probably better it doesn't. Grab onto the ladder, man. Hello. Norin Rad 22. Hey, thank you for the raid. Thanks for dropping by. Hello to Norin's friends. Welcome to Ninja Gaiden. It's demolishing me. These birds, I won't let them get me down. I'll try not to anyway. What's getting me down? What's getting me down is being sent to the top of World 6 every time I die. If you've never played this game before, the last boss, oh man, it's absolutely brutal. The birds should have been the final boss. They would have made a good one. Hey, thank you for the follow, Norin, and you too, Atlas Haas. Hey, thank you, much appreciated. This game ramps up in the final stretch. It sure does. I've never had a game erase my checkpoints so ruthlessly before I played this game. And I'm still not psychologically prepared for it. I'm in anguish. Oops. Maybe you shouldn't jump into the enemy's projectiles, right? That's generally a bad move. Take a moment. Kind of like the final boss in Banjo-Kazooie. Oh man, Gruntilda ruined me. This is worse, though, because most of the time I don't even get to fight the boss. Most of the time I'm just repeating these same few levels. And here I need to throw this life away because I don't have enough health. Come and get me. Come and get me. This game came out in the era of spanking, so it makes sense. Don't get me wrong, I'm no stranger to hard games. I'm also no stranger to crying when hard games treat me poorly. Oh. Whoa. That was almost really bad. Just stop respawning, man. Yuck. Alright, well that's about as good a run as we ever have. So I'm here, I'm at the second phase of this boss. Fortunately, it doesn't make you repeat phase 1. But I tell you what, for a more lenient checkpoint, I would be willing to fight phase 1 of the boss every hour on the hour for the rest of my life. I understand what the strategy of this fight should look like, but I haven't learned the feel of it. Especially when the fireballs come down and they're really close together the whole time. But here we are. Here we are. back at 6-1. What a time. What a time this game is. Squirrel, thank you for the magic beans. I hope they're good to me this time. Let's not pile on more agony than I can take. Magic Trevor and the Lotso Beans? I don't know what that's a reference to. Thanks, my dude, for the follow. No problem. Thank you for dropping by. Thank you for the follow. All right, excuse me just one moment, and then we'll have a bean. Okay. So for anyone new around here, these are those these are Bean Boozled beans. They're like those nasty Harry Potter beans. You draw one at random. Oh no. Haven't had this one in a while. So I got a 50-50 chance of whatever I draw being good or bad. And this one here, this is either peach or vomit. So this is a good time. I've had this bean like 8 times and it's only been peach once. So the odds are in my favor. Maybe. Let's see what it's like. Oh. Oh. Ugh. It's not peach. Not this again. It's okay. It's okay. The agony only lasts a moment. Oh my. Okay. Oh. That one sounded like a really bad one. You gagged more on the dog food one. I don't know. Like I say, I'm like, oh, this bean's not as bad as the other ones, or this one's way worse. But really, it just depends. Any bean can hit you the wrong way at any time. Orange with red dots was gonna guess bloody nose. Oh. A bean, I expect a bean flavored like blood wouldn't be all that bad. It would just taste kind of metallic, right? So I've got these levels here memorized. I may not be able to run through them with expert precision every time, but if every copy of this game on the planet were erased suddenly, I could recreate these levels from memory with pixel-perfect accuracy. I've played them so much. Sometimes you get trapped by a whole bunch of throwing stars and there's not much you can do. That's just the way life is sometimes. Oh. Bird gave me a hard time. Let's try that again. That's more like it. Oh, let's get spicy. Hello, hello, Jazz Chicken. Good to see you again. I'll have a pepper in just a moment. Let me get out of this level real quick. Alright. So in addition to gross beans, I also eat spicy peppers from time to time. I actually enjoy these, although I do suffer through them. That's my bid for hardest part of the game. 6-2? 6-2 is pretty rough. But it's gotten so much easier. It's gotten so much easier since I've gone through it like 100 times. Alright, so I've got here, these are chunks of serrano pepper. You know, not the hottest pepper in the world, but tough enough to give you to do some damage. Oh. Woo. Okay, we got some spice. We got some spice. Just let it sort of settle in. See if the hiccups come or if we get lucky this time. I'm not feeling any hiccups. I think we're going to get lucky. This one's just going to pass through me like a wave of fire. Oh. Though I do think I need to take the heat off for just a moment. Let's get cooled down. Careful touching your face. So far I've been lucky. I haven't burned my eyeballs out after handling a pepper yet. It's gonna happen one night, and it's gonna be really, really sad. A blue area in the birds. Those birds are a nightmare. I had, excuse me, I had a lot of difficulty there. I've got a like pattern for running through most of the second area of 6-2. That works semi-reliably, but yeah, the whole game is kind of rough. It does eventually get easier the first couple times, though. You know it. You know it. Are you gonna eat a habanero pepper at some point? I am eventually. That still might be a couple months from now before I'm ready to step up to that. I feel like I'm getting to where I can handle the serranos pretty well, but there's still, every now and then I get one that's like extra mischievous. And I end up squirming in my seat for a while. I've said this tons of times, but what I would like to step up to after the Serrano, I'd like to step up to Thai chilies. I haven't been able to find them for a very long time now. Oh, I'm going through here all sloppy this time. Oh, just a big mess. Powerful pepper requires removal beanie. Yes, if the pepper starts making my head sweat, then it's time to take the beanie off for a little while. Thai chilies have a good flavor and are usually pretty small. They are, but but they can pack quite a punch. When I step up to habanero, I think I'm going to do habanero without the seeds at first. I'm going to work my way up from seedless habanero to nightmare habanero. But I don't really know that I see myself going much further than habanero. I may one day, one time, eat a ghost pepper on stream. In the far-off future. We'll have to see about that, because I would prefer not to die on stream. I mean, when it's your time to go, it's your time to go, but... me neither. I think COVID might have cut the source for those. Maybe. There are people in my general area who, well, there were people in my general area who sold them at the farmer's market, but I haven't seen them there the last couple times. I haven't been going often enough either, though. So, I think we'd all prefer for you not to die on stream. Yes. I would hope so. I would hope that there's no one who watches me that's just like, oh, tonight's the night. I hope he dies. I hope tonight's the night and he dies. Like, that would be a very weird thing to do. It's the worst after chopping a ton of peppers and then, oh yeah, chopping a ton of peppers and then using the restroom. Yes, indeed. Might want that to be in the far-off future for sure. Yeah, I've got to work up to it. Had a Dorito with Ghost Reaper and jalapeno on it. It was just 5 minutes of pain. Oh, just 5 minutes of agony. And then at some point, 100 ghost peppers on stream. So maybe we do have that viewer. Maybe Absinthe is that viewer. Tonight I hope he dies. 100 ghost peppers. Only in game. Habaneros aren't even hot to you, but ghost peppers are very intense. You have great. It sounds to me like you have great pepper strength because I find habaneros to be very hot. No, I'm stuck to the wall. Why you gotta be floating way up here, boss man? Like, that's not very sportsmanlike of you to make yourself so hard to hit. Where's your sense of fairness? No joke, I saw a video of a guy eat 100 Carolina Reapers, I think. He went to the hospital, but mostly because of the pain. I don't think he was in actual danger. I don't know. That sounds very dangerous to me. Mainly because you ate bread to remove the spice. I don't often seek remedies for the spice when when I'm having something really spicy. I just kind of let it run its course typically. If I'm in major agony, I'll drink some milk. But that's about it. Why would anyone eat 100 of those things? I mean, if it was on YouTube for the views, I imagine. Some people do some wacky things to get famous. I guess they don't know. You can just go to bigfollows.com. The easy way to get famous. I wish you could find the video again. Milk only stopped it for 1 second and then made it worse because it spreads it around. I can see that. But that's the thing. My trick is to just never stop drinking milk. So you can stack those 1 seconds on top of each other. Oh, you should watch LA Beast do the hot challenge. I don't know who LA Beast is, but could be fun to watch someone suffer through a spicy pepper. I'm surprised I'm still alive. I was going through there very, very sloppy. Oh no. Oh no, I'm not gonna live now. I gotta fight the boomerang guy now. Help. I'm still chuckling to myself about the big follows joke. Thank you. Thank you, cows. What? Do you think you will ever try a bell pepper? Those things are nasty. I love bell peppers. I don't like green bell peppers. Green bell peppers are an abomination, but if you cook them, they're alright. I put green bell peppers in my chili when I make chili, and I like them in that. You like the green ones? More power to you. I don't like them. I don't like them raw. That's for sure. But like I said, I do like them in my chili. Here we are again. Sparrow. I feel stupid because I didn't know there was a difference in taste. Yeah, red, yellow, and orange peppers are sweeter than the green peppers. They are so non-spicy, my face explodes. You like them on pizza? I know a lot of people like them on pizza. I don't mix. I never mix dairy and vegetables, so I couldn't do that. About halfway of this guy's health gone is pretty much the best I've done at him so far. I think one time I did damage that got him one below halfway, but that might just be wishful thinking too. Maybe I was lying to myself. If I could just have 2 shots at fighting him in a row, I could maybe start to develop some sense of his timing. It's so long. It's so long between attempts to defeat him that I feel like anything I learn just wears off by the time I get there. Oh, a terrible place to be. Red and green are normally your go-to peppers. I put green peppers in my chili, and I put red peppers in my green bell peppers in my chili, and I put red bell peppers in my marinara sauce. Or yellow or orange. I'm not really that picky. Between the three non-green styles of bell pepper, whatever's cheapest is fine by me usually. Come on, don't let me die this close to the door, please. Don't want that to happen. What an awful job I'm doing on this level. That's okay. I deserved that. I danced around with those enemies way too much. No, I wanted that. I'm not going down there for it, though. I love when I get the shot just right, and I take out the enemy and reveal the hourglass. That's perfect. Oh, I thought I was going to make it with full health again. No such luck. No, don't let it go to waste. I got really sloppy there for a moment, and I took some well-deserved hits. I got him down to one piece. Oh. I got him down to one piece, and I let everybody down. That was promising, though. We'll keep doing it. Let me put my beanie back on. Did you assemble that Super Mario Lego deal that you got recently? I did not, Sparrow. It's still sitting in the box. I actually have a couple Mario Legos. I've got the starter kit, and I've got a Piranha Plant kit, and I've got the Big Bowser thing. Possibly an interesting stream. I was kind of thinking about that. I was wondering if I know that those Legos came out a long time ago, so I figured probably most of the people who wanted to see them had seen them. So I didn't know if anyone would care to see a grown man playing with Legos on stream or not, but I kind of thought if I'm going to spend the time building it, I might as well have the stream on so I can have some company while I do. Quite the opposite. People like you who never knew of them think it would be cool to see them. Legos are always fun. Alright, well maybe we'll do that then. Alright, I'll block it out on the schedule one night. Put on some Mario game, some Mario Party music, and play with some blocks. It'd just be weird if you made them fight, I guess. I gotta tell you, if I go through all the trouble to build a playset, then I'm probably gonna want to sit around and play with it for a while. This is the guy who, while on holiday in Germany, it got too hot and decided with my then partner to buy a whole bunch of Lego and just sit in his room with him and make stupid stuff. Sounds like a good time to me. Sounds like a good time to me. Him, yeah, I outed myself, but whatever. I don't think that anyone here is gonna have a problem with that, Sparrow, and if they do, then they can see themselves out. Evening. Hello, Char Yoshi. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to me suffering endlessly through the same the same 3 levels of Ninja Gaiden for hours. But we almost made progress, so now my hopes are up. I used to make vehicles for my action figures and Legos. Nice. I played with Legos a lot when I was a kid. I was never I don't feel like I was super imaginative with anything that I built. Mostly I would build vehicles, like different sort of like spacecraft. But I feel like everything I built was kind of the same and pretty not imaginative. Although one time I built something I was very proud of. I built a replica of Number Johnny 5 from Short Circuit. That was my most proud creation. I regret having ever taken him apart. Whoa. Yeah, we should just let this attempt die here. I don't have enough health. We were late 20s. He was still living with his parents because, well, his family are super rich, and he was living in an absolute mansion. His sister came in and saw us and was like, nah, cute. I can't really sleep, so I suspect I'm roughly in the same mental state. Oh. Life gets real hard in this game. Oh, I'm doomed. I'm doomed, my friends. Just, wipe me out, enemies. We'll take it from the top. Life is too hard in this game. Play Legos instead. You know what? That's probably good advice, cows, but unfortunately, I'm addicted to the struggle. I remember my brother making D&D maps out of Lego. Now that's a use I've never heard of before. How have I not thought of this before? It's brilliant. So, at first, when you said that, I was just thinking like a map, you know, like a floor plan, but now I'm thinking, what you mean is like he would build like a labyrinth or like something like that, right? Kevster Sweden, hey, thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. Yeah, towns, dungeons, forest, etc. That sounds awesome. This is not gonna happen this time. The thing is, I know I'm getting too greedy with my hits a lot of times. I'm getting too greedy to do damage to the enemy. But the thing is, I'm so inefficient at dodging his fireballs that it makes me want to try and fight him too fast. All right, having said that about summer in Germany, Europe in general seems strange when it comes to hot weather. They have everything known to man to deal with keeping the cold out, but in summer it gets up to 100 degrees and people just open the windows, put on a fan, and hope the heat goes away. And it does not. In Australia, we're better equipped to deal with cold, so we put on air conditioning when it gets like 85 plus. I put on air conditioning when it gets above 70 in my house. Better with the heat, rather. Ooh, cold chill. When I read your temperature up there, where you said 100 degrees Fahrenheit, 37 Celsius, the way that the text broke made me read that as 100 degrees or 370 Fahrenheit. We have no such thing as aircon. We just suffer or take clothes off. Well, you see, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, when it comes, that's part of why I think I would prefer to be too cold than too hot, because you can always put more clothes on, but there comes a point at which you can no longer take clothes off. But how much of that is that? How hot is that in Kelvin? Australia sounds like my kind of place. I enjoy toasty weather so much. Oh, you and I are the opposite there, cows. No, no toasty weather for me, please. Careful what you wish for. I only know in Hobbs. Oh. I'm from Southern California desert. I know what I'm talking about. You don't got to worry too much. I'm not too sure about your wildlife, though. That's right. I understand Australia to be a land full of monsters. You mean it's not normal to get bitten by a white-tailed spider and get hospitalized for a week? That actually happened to you in your sleep. Oh my goodness. I don't know if I'm brave enough to visit Australia. It sounds to me like visiting a zoo without cages. Let me see. Things are moving over here. I think I might have missed something. I'm in Washington State, and the damage from that the heat has done a while back was sprawling out across nearly every tree. Tons of pine trees scorched on one side with branches that turned brown then empty. Also, forest fire smog has been lingering long enough to be its own extra season. Relatable, Chaos says. I've heard news of the fires that have been plaguing a lot of the West Coast. It sounds like rough times, to put it mildly. Poor trees. What's that say? But then whenever I think of Europe, I think of a tick burrowing into my sock line and giving me some sort of brain damage. I can only partially fully understand what that must be like, as I haven't been right in the thick of it myself. Yeah, me neither. It doesn't sound like a good time, though. Last year was 2 weeks of no, seriously, don't go outside. It's as bad as smoking. No, I'm so close and it's all going to fall apart. It's all falling apart. Oh, yes, we got him. We got him. I've got one tablet of health. I've got 1 tablet of health for the final form because I know there's another one. Did you do it? You did it, you mad lad. Thank you for the trophies, but I mean, I know there's another form of the boss. There are 3 or 4. I'm not sure exactly how many there are. But I know the game from reputation. Progress is hype. I just don't want everyone to be deflated when this next part doesn't go our way. Oh, it's a xenomorph. Where am I supposed to hit him at? Do I hit his tail? I hit his tail. I hit his tail. Do I hit his head? Oh, I hit his heart. His pieces broke off. I responded to that way after it happened, but... Oh, he's so easy. Last boss is so easy. Why is he so easy? Everything else was terrible. Alright, does he have another form? Because that was ridiculous. Thank you for the trophies. I feel good about that one. That boss was easy. The killer shrimp who throws more shrimps. It does look like a shrimp. They wanted to cut you some slack. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. Thank you for the GGs. 50 forms. I don't think our dad's gonna make it. RIP video game dad. Dad became a shrimp. Oh no. I gotta tell you, I could go for some shrimp. Oh man, I love shrimp. Shrimp are some good food. I wonder if I have any shrimp. It's 4:16 a.m. It's reasonable for me to go make myself some shrimp after the stream, right? Categorically, yes. Then you come out of the acid trip and realize the giant shrimp was your dad. If ever there was a time for shrimp, it would be 4:16 a.m. I saw a little speedrunning documentary about the final boss and its head coming off. Just don't shrimp and drive. There's no way I'm gonna go out on the road this early in the morning. This late at night. I'm way too, I'd be way too dangerous behind the wheel. The story playing out doesn't mean a whole lot to me because I haven't been reading it this whole time. Apparently it's technically possible to damage the head apart before it hits you, and for a long time people thought it was unavoidable. I think it's good. I think it would take me quite a while to make it through that boss without getting hit. Some guy with a mediocre runtime managed to get the first ever damageless run because old damageless runs were except the head. Nice. What? Are we brother and sister? I didn't catch that. I don't know what's going on now. Well, this game is something else. This game is a lot of fun, but that grind for the last boss is really rough. I'm glad I made it because I didn't think I was gonna make it. I didn't think I was gonna make it through the game tonight. I thought I was gonna call it at 4 and be done. But we started seeing glimmers of progress, and then and she wasn't even stuck in the washing machine. I don't follow Dartomic. Thanks for playing, and see you next. Thank you for playing, and see you next. All right. I mean, that's a good way to be sent off, right? Okay, that's gonna wrap up our stream. We were victorious. We did it. I suffered so much, but now it's so great. All the suffering is gone, and we're just left with celebration and relief. I think this is a game. I think I'll be playing this again. I think this is a game I'd like to get really good at. If it weren't for being sent back, so see you next time. I think that's what it means. But they weren't too picky with the translations in these NES games. They say all kinds of goofy stuff. See you next Tecmo. There we go. This is made by Tecmo, the same Tecmo that made Tecmo Bowl. One of the few, maybe the only football game that I ever played. But we beat this one. Yeah, this is a game I could see myself playing this again. I'd like to kind of get better at it. It's just, man, I wish I could practice it without being sent through that grind so much. They made the Tecmo-Drome. Oh, they're villains, I see. But yeah, I think that it deserves to be up there with games like Castlevania and Ghosts and Goblins. It's definitely as hard as those games and as fun as those games. I beat Armorines on GBC the other day, and it said, "I save the day." Shredder made this. Shredder made this game. That's why it's so unfair at the end, right? Because it was made by a villain. So I've got Ninja Gaiden 2 and Ninja Gaiden 3, so we'll be getting to those eventually. Probably... What was the other NES game we were talking about earlier? I said maybe I'd do it after this one. I don't even remember now. I've also got Contra to get to, but we'll worry about it later. So let's get the stream wrapped up. Let me tell you, thank you very much for being here for the stream. I appreciate the views and all the great people chatting with me tonight. The follows, the people who decided to follow the stream, thank you very much. and I hope you'll catch me again. So, normally I stream every night, Sunday through Friday, starting up at about 11 p.m. and going for about 4 or 5 hours. Sometimes a little longer, especially here lately. Um, but that's my regular streaming window. Tomorrow night's stream might not happen. I would say it's a sort of a 60-40, 60% chance it'll be canceled, 40% chance I'll be here. Um, if you are a member of the Discord, then just keep an eye out. I'll let you know on the announcements page tomorrow evening which way that's going to go. If you want to be a member of the Discord, just send me a whisper asking for an invite, and I'll send one back to you because anyone can join. So my next regular stream that I'm sure is going to happen, provided excluding some terrible calamity befalls me, as long as things stay normal. My next regular stream that's certainly should happen will be Friday night at 11 p.m. Central Time. We're going to play a Harry Potter game, either on Game Boy Advance or GameCube. Again, that's being voted on in the Discord, so I won't know until Friday night which version to play. But that's what we're going to do. Armorines, the GBC is better than the Xbox version. I only have it on the Nintendo 64, but I haven't played it. GG, it was fun to pop in. Hey, I'm glad you're here. Charyoshi, glad you're here. Cool. GBA or what? GBA or GameCube? I have the first Harry Potter game on Game Boy Advance and on GameCube. And so I'm going to play whichever one has the most votes by Friday evening. And I imagine we're going to play it more than one night because it's probably going to be something that is really long, and it'll probably be several nights, but probably not in a row since I like to focus on variety and stuff. If you're following me, you can also keep an eye out for me just randomly in the afternoon. Sometimes I get an extra couple hours of time, and I show up unplanned and unannounced in the afternoon. You might catch me playing with my games, working on my inventory, or working on Super Ghouls and Ghosts, trying to get a deathless run of that. I meant Ninja Gaiden you just beat is better than the Xbox version. Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't follow. But yeah, I don't know anything about the Xbox games. I've got to learn the original trilogy before I worry about more recent versions of them. I don't know enough to have an opinion, but I'm excited for Harry Potter games. Right on. They're movie-based games or book-based games. I expect them to be kind of mediocre, but we'll have a good time with them anyway. Okay, let me take a peek and see who's streaming. If there's anyone I know that we might want to pop in on for a raid. We can see what another fine streamer is up to. I think the game I was thinking of isn't Ninja Gaiden, it's Tenchu. I haven't heard of that either. Let's see what we've got. Got an echo in my ears. Let's turn that off. Okay. So, why don't we head on over to Nordic Eden's channel. I like Eden. It's fun to watch her streams. Oh, right. She's playing Super Mario Brothers 3, and it looks like she's getting near the end. It looks like she's in Bowser's Castle. So now would be a great time for us to drop in and cheer her on. I know she's been working on it for at least a few days now, so I'm sure she would appreciate us cheering her on to victory. Bye. Goodbye to you, Charyoshi. I hope I'll catch you again. Just waiting for the raid button. It always takes so long to load. I guess because my internet is pretty terrible or something, or my laptop isn't smart enough. It's always when I want us to travel on to somewhere else, it always takes forever to load. Oh, there we go.